Hello. Alright, let's finish this game today. I only have Phase on Minds left.
Face on Minds.
I don't think there's any other scans here, but just I really like that reflection she has when hitting something. You can see it clearly here. No, I got pushed off. Hey. There we go. So I'm checking up here if there's something to scan. I don't think so, but good to check them out. Okay, nothing important here. I like how this is a little further away, so you can disable those cannons completely. Also 5 FPS scan visor, let's go. Just gonna make sure that the stream is up. I think it is. Let me just check quickly. Yeah, it is up. Okay. Not that one. Oh, there we go. Why did they make the thermal visor first? Hello, face on chunky. Why? I have no idea. I think the reason is it tries to mimic what it would look like actually when using thermal visor. Like, look, you can see those. I didn't know you can do that. With thermal visor, you can see through walls. Those doors. Huh. Learning something new. Okay. We've got team troopers. Wave Trooper, spaceport armed with wave beam technology. Refers engineered several of your weapons, including the wave beam. A flaw in design makes these pirates vulnerable to their own beam weapon system. These weapons are inferior to your Choso design originals, but still quite potent. Yeah. Okay, that's why they are vulnerable to my shots. Or even is that scan where Space Pirates try to mimic Samus's morph ball or recreate it? I need to find that. It must be somewhere here. We didn't find it in Pentrana, so it must be in Phase and Minds.
Doors unlocked.
Alright. Initial Project Helix experiments with space pirate embryos were disastrous. The Vason infusion process degenerated brain tissue even as it augmented muscle mass. None of what we have termed elite pirates lived to maturity. The few that survived their infanthood suffered severe psychotic breakdowns as juveniles, killing anything within their zone of perception. Research team Celra made a recent breakthrough in which parasite studies with a Vason strain codenamed Vertigo were highly successful. Since then, we have successfully fused Vertigo Vason with space pirate DNA with great success. The latest batch of elite pirates have reached maturity successfully, and are ready for field testing and training. Okay, talking about elite pirates here. Recommended battle systems are for elite pirates are as follows: shoulder-mounted plasma. Okay, yeah, it talks about the weaponry as well here. Before we even go fight it.
Recording to logbook.
Unit ident code EBG Elite Pirate Alpha. This is Vason Elite called. Stasis tank hull reinforced with benzenium alloy plates. Yeah. Power bombs will break it. But just so you know, power bombs don't break it exactly immediately if you don't have the main power bomb. What I mean is that when you get the main power bomb, then you can destroy this. If you have just an expansion power bomb, that doesn't work. It doesn't let you destroy it. Yep, that's the thing. Biofarm Samus Aran has made planetfall on Talon 4. The Hunter is among us. Oh, among us. Hello Tanna, what's up? All units are therapy ordered to attack Aran on site. Terminal force is authorized. Report all sightings of Aran to security command at once. Yeah, makes sense. No, it died. That wasn't anything important, fortunately. Has the Switch 2 version of this been announced yet? No. Nothing new about Switch 2's version for this. No update, even though this really would benefit from it a lot. Not necessary, but it would be nice. And this is where we learn about the elite parrot. And there's a lot of scans too that should give us some lore explanations of this place more. Okay. Elite Parrot. Vason Enhanced Space Parrot. Ah, that's what they are. Vason Enhanced Space Parrots. I was thinking that they're made by something and they're not space pirates. But okay, that makes sense. Incredibly strong, armored and well armed. Elite parrots are potent foes. Their energy siphon system absorbs beam weapon shots. The nature of this system makes them vulnerable to concussion-based weapons. Well armed, the elite parrot is effective in close combat and at a distance. Their massive size can be a weakness, and their sluggish speed allows for evasion and quick attacks. Okay, so I know one thing that you can do. You can destroy these cannons. Like watch, it tries to shoot you with a cannon when I'm so far away. But you can destroy it. Dude, it's really strong, actually. I never knew that you can actually destroy it until I solved that by accident. There you go. Let's kill these ice pirates first. You can't freeze these. Okay, you can't kill them with just missile. Okay, I need to scam one of them. Oh, there's one more. Okay, you just say Ice Trooper. Have reverse engineered. It's the same copy-paste one, I think. Yeah, it's the copy-paste. Okay, let's start scanning around. Lore time, everyone. Investigations into a possible ingress point for the impact crater continue to meet with failure. The shield of strange energy that protects it is impermeable, I guess. And all attempts to tunnel past it have proven fruitless. Our continued futility in this matter is made all the more significant in light of the recent lifeform readings we've discovered emanating from deep within the crater. Analysis of these readings indicates that a massive creature is gestating there, absorbing enormous amounts of phazon from the phazon core at the heart of the impact crater. This discovery makes accessing the crater doubly important. Not only will it open the door to the vast deposits of phazon within, but it will also lead us to this creature, whatever it may be. Talking about Metroid Prime.
Recording to logbook.
Security command issued an all-points alert after the fall of Sepes. The alert concerns bioform Samus Aran, also known as the Hunter. Subject is heavily armed and extremely dangerous. Subject uses a powered armor suit of unknown design in battle, along with a number of potent beam and concussive weapons. All combat units are instructed to terminate Aran on sight, preferably in a fashion that will allow salvage of her powered armor suit and weapons. A considerable bounty will go to the unit who delivers Aran to command. Dead or alive, it matters not. They still didn't talk about how they wanted to create her morph ball, but soon. It should come out soon. Bioform Samus Aran continues to assault our holdings on Dallon 4. Security has been compromised in multiple areas. Casualty rates are rising. Combat has authorized a sizable bounty for the capture or termination of Aran. Report to your field officers for details. Okay.
Recording to logbook.
Science team is attempting to reverse engineer Samus Aran's arsenal based off of data acquired from her assaults on our forces. Progress is slow, but steady. Command will dearly enjoy turning Aran's weapons against her. We believe we can implement beam weapon prototypes in 3 cycles. Aran's power suit technology remains a mystery, especially the curious morph ball action. All attempts at duplicating it have ended in disaster. 4 test subjects were horribly broken and twisted when they engaged in our morph ball prototypes. Science team wisely decided to move on afterward. Okay, there it is. I was wondering where is that scan about them attempting to recreate her morph ball. But hey, seems like I bought it. Imagine what could have happened if they let the Metroid Prime out of the crater. Yeah. Wonder how that fight would have been outside. That would have been nasty, I must say. Alright, more lore scan, everyone.
Recording to logbook.
Results are in from field studies on the bioform group Chozo, who we believe are extinct. We believe that Talon 4 was once a stronghold in a great Chozo empire, brought low by the meteor strike. Planetary devastation brought an end to the Chozo. Yet remnants of their society remain. We are studying these relics in an attempt to harness their power. What is of no use to us, we destroy. In time, we shall have all we need from this dead race, and shall wipe this planet clean of their ugly ruins. The dead should serve the living, not hinder them. I see.
Recording to
Hello,
logbook.
Diana. Amazing. What's up? I'm doing good. There's a little of a struggling for me to try to do video editing, but I'll figure it out eventually. Okay, I'm playing a lore focused playthrough for Metroid Prime in preparation for Prime 4. Okay. Although we are still no closer to finding the artifacts of the Chozo, we have at least produced a viable hypothesis of their function. It appears that each of the artifacts corresponds to one of the statues on the temple platform, and that each one acts as a small key to a huge lock. Judging by the number of statues, we assume there must be 12 artifacts. Once we find the resting spots of all 12, we can bring them here, unite them with their statues, and open the gate system at long last. Once we do, the impact crater and whatever creature it shelters will be ours for the taking. Alright.
Recording to logbook.
More lore scan. We have come to another dead end. It is clear now that we will never discover the locations of the Chozo artifacts until we have deciphered the messages carved into the statues in this abominable abominable temple. Our language databases are woefully inadequate, and our linguistic analysts can come up with a little more than fake theories. The best hypothesis that we can offer is that finding artifacts will require items spiritually linked to the Chozo civilization. However, without these items, we are lost, and command grows more impatient by the day. Results must be produced soon. Okay. So the command is getting annoyed by them.
Recording to logbook.
Okay, this must be important because it's here. Analysis continues on these cursed ruins and the Chozo temple that hovers near them. We are now completely certain that the containment field denying us access to the impact crater is linked to the strange artifacts that belong in a temple, but we are no closer to finding them or deciphering the riddles that seem to cover every wall of this ruined place. Command grows increasingly anxious for a resolution to this matter, so we must redouble our efforts. X-ray squadrons will begin terrain sweeps within days. Until they begin, patrols are instructed to report any and all architectural anomalies to their commanders. Okay. Don't remember seeing some of these scans in a GameCube version. I think they replaced the scans about Metroid Prime. These are from I'm playing right now on a remastered version, so these are different scans. I don't know how much they changed, but I know at least that Metroid Prime scan is different. But everything else, I had no idea that they changed these.
Recording to logbook.
There have been numerous incidents involving spectral entities at Chozo ruin sites. Several personnel have been assaulted by these Chozo ghosts. Few have survived. Survivors speak of swift attacks from nowhere, brief sightings of the enemy, then nothing, only to be followed by another attack. Science team believes these attacks are in response to our efforts to recover Chozo relics and artifacts. Somehow these entities are able to interact with the physical world, and it appears they wish to keep their artifacts to themselves. We will make them pay for such arrogance, and even ghosts can be destroyed. Talking about Chozo ghosts there. Okay, that was that room. Have to continue for real. Metroids from the initial batch have matured to hunter phase. Be advised that the hunter Metroid has siphon tentacles. It can attack with them from a distance, opposed to the close combat tactic used by younger Metroids. Okay. I think I'll just continue. I'll come back to this room soon anyway. I know there's supposed to be one more here, but why is it not here right now? Strange. There you go. There you go. I don't think there's any lore scans in this room. But I know upcoming room would have, but we had to go and grab a plasma beam and X-ray to beat Omega Parrot. So let's see. Is there anything important? No, I don't think these are. These are nothing. I'll make a save quickly. Oh yeah, and grapple beam. We'll need that too. What did I touch? Oh my god. When we go back, we have to fight against the elite parrot. That's fine. I woke up someone from their beauty sleep. Yeah. There you go. More lore scans here, or just one. Okay. Elite Parrot Upsilon's propensity for evasion has enabled our research team to infuse it far beyond our safety restrictions, and the results have been extremely encouraging. Its constant evasion diet has increased its mass exponentially. Someone taught me this word, but I don't remember how it was said. Exponentially, but it has retained all mental faculties and shows dexterity with all elite weaponry, including plasma, incendiary launchers, and the chameleon manta is suited for cloaking purposes. Elite Barret Upsilon exhibits miraculously healing abilities when injured. It seeks out face-on deposits and coats itself in a substance which instantly mends the creature's wounds. The subject, which we are codenaming Omega Parrot based on these developments, shows potential to be a new standard for our armies. Our only concern at this point is its potential overdependence on Phazon. So that's where we talk about Omega Parrot. I knew there was a scan for Omega Parrot somewhere here. And it makes sense it's here before we go to Lower Mines. But it kind of could have been in there too, in Lower Mines. So its code name, Omega Parrot. They just named it like that. I think I wanna... Yeah, I wanna get Grapple Beam. Then I'll think I get X-Ray. I don't know which one I'll do first. It's gonna be just a annoying amount of backtracking right now. Just to get a couple upgrades. But we need those upgrades. Without them we can't beat the game. Okay, here we go. I think it's that side, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay. Then we're gonna move yellow. There we go. One more for these two. We're set. I don't even know what for that. Oh, it's for moving crane. Okay, okay. Alright, now it's just playing around and just getting those 2 items. It took me a while to find these. You know, it's crazy how you are also forced to get the X-ray, fight X-ray. Even if you get Plasma Beam, you can't beat Omega Parrot. I don't think there's like any spot in Lower Mines you have to do with X-ray. Pretty sure you just go there and hope for that you have the X-ray, or you just have no idea. I have 1 power bomb left. Lucky for me, that's the only one I need to access this place. Let's go. Getting into Plasma Beam is gonna be awkward, but I can make it to work from here. I'll just go through Chozo Ruins and I'll still have to come back this way for that 1 artifact. %77% scans. Whoa, I've done a lot of work, hey? I need to remember how I do this, so I'd have to do fight against the ghosts. It actually is this kind of angle. I have to be more back. Dude, way more back. There you go. I still got it, hey. Sucks that I cannot get this artifact right now, but we'll have to do it later. Still faster than fighting those dumb ghosts. Kinda, yeah. Nice jump. Thanks. I haven't done it in years. I was quite rusty at it. But I do remember what I had to do for it at least. Okay, so Makmur Caverns for Plasma Beam next. And along the way I can try to get some artifacts that I'm missing. If only I remember what I've got then. I think I can see it. Artifacts. I have Strength, Elder, Wild, Life Giver, Choso, and Nature. So I'm missing 2 Invasion Mines. 1 here, 2 in... 2 in... 2... We have 6 of them. Okay, 2 in Invasion Mines, 2 in Fentrana, 1 in Choso. Oh, okay, it's just those. Okay. Very easy. Long Jungle Boss, what's up? It's been a while. Doing good. I'm just playing through this game, Prime 1, while being lore focused. Oh, is it bad? Is it to get back to remastered movement? I don't know. It's just fine to me. Good at pirates. The pirates got traumatized by the costs as well. Yeah. A few of them survived and told the tale of them. But they're bad. They're bad. Don't fight them. You're melting with the heat. I can imagine. Alright. I could make a quick trip to Fentrana just to get those artifacts. So I have to make a return from that elevator room to Makmur. It's not gonna be a fun jump. Based on command center or whatever it was, the big room with some based on at the bottom, beam troopers around. Then there's a turret at the top. Yeah, that one. You're gonna do Hundo? No, I'm just playing through for lore. I'm not gonna go for 100% item completion. To be honest, I could have done it, but I think I've already missed a few missable enemy scans, so I don't really care. I still got it. Let's go. That's a scary jump. If you fail it, you'll fall all the way down. Awesome. Speedrunner after all, hey? There's only 2 that need a replay. One's on the Frigate, one's in a center crater. What do you mean once? Is this the kind of a gameplay you're excited for, chat? Wrong door. Why do you hate us? I don't. Enemy scans in crater and research scan in Frigate. You really sure I didn't miss anything? Frigate 1 I think I missed by now. I don't think I can get that anymore. But I don't know. Not a big deal. I've already done 100% playthrough, both scans and items for this file or profile, so it's not a big deal. (100% playthrough, 100% speedruns would be honestly pretty fun. But am I willing to learn those right now? Not really. I would love to though. Oh, these guys are here too. Hello. Interesting how we was talking about Frigate Orphan. Oh, now I have grapple beam. I can go get for that. I can go get that scan about Tardus. It's not a lore scan, but it's a scan regardless that I wanna learn about. Okay. Seriously? So where is it here? I've never seen a scan. This one? The taming of Tartarus continues. Barring unforeseen setbacks, it can be installed on Phase on Mine patrol by Lotus milestones. Research on Talon 4 is expanding into new areas. Pending stabilization of the Tartarus venture, we will expand in animation research to include other native Talon 4 materials. Huh. So it is actually just a bunch of rocks that they experimented with. Okay. What is a word inanimate? Ah, so yeah, a rock is an inanimate. A house, a wood is inanimate. Yeah, okay. Well, rock especially is inanimate. Is that how you pronounce it? Inanimate? Guess it is pronounced like that. Okay, I'm gonna get a power bomb drop as well. Or power bomb upgrade as well. While going this way. To me, it's crazy to think that this game originally came out 20 years ago and it looks still as beautiful as it looked like back then. ...22 years ago, in fact. 23 years ago, in fact. Wow, time flies. Time to head back. Where we came from earlier. There we go. That's good, that's good. Let's make a save before something bad happens. You tend to forget how beautiful this game is. Yep. Kinda same. This will always drop a power bomb. Which is nice. There we go. Back to base on mines. 2 artifacts left. I don't think there's a whole lot of lore left to even scan. A couple things in lower mines. I was like hoping I don't get stuck there. Thank god I did safe. It's crazy how fast these roads are. This elite pirate spawns or starts attacking you once you get plasma beam. If you come here with an X-ray, it doesn't attack you. It's only plasma beam. Decreased aggression between elite pirates and irradiated Metroids. Science team believes the infusion of Phazon in these units may be forming a type of symbiosis between them. Further studies are underway. Infusion of Phazon into local fungi is proceeding. This program has produced a cheap, viable ration for many of our Phazon-enhanced units on Talon 4. A mass production program has been authorized. To target this bioform, security now accepting volunteers for hunting parties. To target this bioform, Samus Aran, also known as the Hunter. Warning, force field disengaged. The Metroid containment area will be breached. Uh-oh. Yeah, it just kills it. That looks brutal, man. Anything here? Is that all these scans up there? Oh, there's something here. Science team reminds of all personnel to refrain from antagonizing Metroids. Severe penalties will be enforced for all violation of this order. Oops, that sounds like it's me. I did something wrong. Bye. Going so far down beyond face on mines by now. Where sun can never reach. Ah, so these are the mushrooms that it talks about. Sadly, you can't take a scan from those. There's the Hunter Metroid.
To logbook.
I didn't scan this one. What are
Recording to
you?
logbook.
Collider Tokyle, airborne creatures with unusual magnetic properties. Colliders live a relatively peaceful existence. They have a magnetic signature attuned to common grapple beam technology. The sport of glider riding involves using a grapple beam to attach to a glider and staying on it as long as possible. I see. Get me through. Wanna see how fast it decreases my health when I go here? They made this impossible. I look how 2 E-tanks gone, just like that. For staying 2 seconds. Nothing to scan here. There we go. Nice. That must have a lore scan over there. Which one it was? This one. Oh, there's a lore scan. Let's go. Data suggests that Omega Pirate lifespans are critically low. High levels of phase-on exposure are causing rapid cell degeneration in all test subjects. No subject lived longer than 2 Teka cycles in our simulations. Teka. Their lifespans must be increased to be cost effective. Okay. Omega Pirate absorption system test results are in. Field tests indicate that the system is very effective against beam weaponry. We are alarmed at the Wield's inability to handle missile attacks. However, science team is working around the clock to correct this critical design flaw. The Omega Pirate cannot afford such a weakness in battle. Alright, here we go. As we continue to observe the development of Project Helix's elite pirates, it becomes increasingly obvious that these warriors will usher in a new era of space pirate dominance. They are incredibly resistant to damage, and their ability to transport and wield so many weapons at once makes them the ideal mainstays of our ground forces. Though they are not as quick as typical pirates, it makes little difference with a platoon of elite pirates in a vanguard of an army of normal and flying pirates. We will have a near indestructible backbone that should turn the tide in any engagement. I see. So they try to make them to be like part of the army. Well, the barn, it's good. Go and do it. Good. It won't be long until I'm done today. Probably like an hour left. Talking about that's about high risk though. It's what is it called? Radiation. All right, there he is. Omega Pirate, most powerful of the elite pirate forces. Yeah. Omega Pirate can become invisible to normal sight. It is vulnerable when cloaked, as all energy is drawn from defense systems. By exposing itself to phase-on, it can regenerate damaged tissue and organs. Considered the pinnacle of the elite pirate program, This enemy should be handled with extreme caution and maximum firepower. Whoa! Oh! Don't punch me. Okay. Hey, 3 cycle! I still got it. Recycle with power bomb too. I may have not been able to finish that fight if I don't get that strat, because you do double shots with plasma beam in this version of the game. Unlike in our original version where it's just a one shot of plasma beam and you can just start recharging immediately. Poison suit acquired. We're at the end game now. Hey, look at that.
Recording to logbook.
Vision Metroid. Metroid with the ability to split into two forms. The Vision Metroid is a mutant, capable of splitting in two. The split endows the new creatures with invulnerability to most weaponry. This effect is unstable, resulting in weakness to a type of weapon fire. The vulnerability appears to be random, due to the chaotic nature of Phazon mutation. Okay. That's the description of Vision Metroid. In our American version, the original release, Vision Metroids only spawned in Impact Crater. And it was kinda unfortunate how they spawned there, especially for the person who designed them. So they added them to Phazon Mines or other releases. Hello, Orange Onion, whatsoever. Whoever designed the Vision Metroids must hate humanity. Maybe. I think it's an interesting concept that the weakness of an enemy is based on the weapon you're using. Can you stop following me? Oh my god, it's... I don't wanna think about fighting them normally. Can't see shit with these. Hey! Stop. Can you stop following me? That's a weird thing to do. Bye. Luckily that's a thing. Yep. Why is this pirate not near here? I know it's in other versions. Strange. You don't mind being specific enemies. It's just when those enemies split into two new beam specific enemies. Yeah. I always thought that it's not like a bothersome that you have to use wave beam to kill these enemies and ice beam to kill these. Like, sure you could just use plasma beam the whole time, but at least have some variety in weapons usage. And thank God those beam troopers exist, even though they can be annoying, but I think it's fine, honestly. Thinking about like just how it would just would be like, just use plasma beam to kill everything because it one shots like majority of the enemies. Let's see. This scan. Wonder how the new beam system will be in Prime 4. I hope it's not about leveling up your beams. Phazon Elite. Elite Pirate infused with energized Phazon. The Phazon Elite charged the Phazon charged Elite Pirates rely more on their Wavequake generators, opting not to carry the vulnerable plasma artillery cannons normally used by elites. The direct fusing of Phazon into their bodies provides a tremendous level of energy. The drastically lower lifespan that comes with this process is of little concern to the pirate research team. Whew, I got it. One more artifact to collect, and we'll head to the temple. Oh yes. How many power bombs I have? 0. I was thinking of getting flamethrower, but we'll ignore that for now. I haven't seen plasma beam troopers at all. Actually, I did see them earlier in lower mines. What am I saying? Oh, oops. Go, 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 go. Maybe elemental missile this time. Shock missile will be kind of funny. What I really want is just something new. The main ability, psychic power, is just a, well, it's just a psychic power. It's so like, yeah, it's new, but I want something like new arsenal of item for Samus, like one or two. The pirate research team should probably invest in XXL classes. Yeah, that's the number one thing they have to do. I'll have to think about when I do next Lord Troid, and that's what before Prime 2. Probably after DK Banana's release. That's when I would like to play Prime 2 casually with lore focused playthrough. After this, I wanna watch a video from Carl Jobst, then I'll be done for today. There's another speedrunner who got caught cheating. Oh, what a surprise. I always love watching those videos because it just makes me feel, well, cool it got caught, but how and why you started doing that is always in my thought. Oh yeah, Salex's shock coil probably will have some other brand new weapons too. Yeah. I hope hunter weapons from Prime Hunters make some kind of like revisit in Prime 4. But I know for the fact that's not gonna happen. What I want is just brand new, something brand new for Samus's arsenal. If we get a speed booster, that will just be like, what the hell, man? That would be fantastic, though. I would love that so badly. However, I think it's not gonna happen because how complicated it is to actually make it to work for 3D. We're not talking about other M at all. Other M is 2.5D. Also, the game sucks. What if Samus unlocks mind control? Will that be cool? Well, we literally have that. Psychic abilities. That's mind control. In some way. Okay. Just gonna go make the save, then we'll head to the temple. There's a couple lore scans nearby the temple too. I need to check out those as well. Actually, they're inside the temple. I mean, just have to scan them. I could have done those a long time ago, but I think it's talking about Impact Crater. Controlling someone else. Ah, yeah, of course. I mean, I know what you meant like that, but I was thinking that's not gonna happen because how complicated that feels like. Okay, time to head to the temple. We're well set to.
Recording to logbook.
Field team reports are in on aged structure of alien design built on the surface of Talon 4. Studies show this structure projects a containment field. This field bars access to a prime source of energy within a deep crater. Science team believes the field is powered by a number of strange Joso artifacts. We have found some of these relics, and studies on them have begun. As this field could hinder future energy production operations on Talon 4, we must dismantle it as soon as possible. If this means the destruction of the Joso artifact, it will be done. Aha. Dude, that was so fast. I can't believe.
Recording to logbook.
They did screw attack in 3D, so they can probably do the same thing, like launch you in a straight line and jump against change direction. Yeah, like a flash shift, maybe. Okay. Throughout our living nightmare, as we battle with this unyielding darkness, we so see a light. This light glows with promise, chasing the shadows cast by the great poison and purifying that which has grown toxic. It is strange, though. At times it looks to our eyes as if the light coalesces into the figure of a woman, burning brightly. The luminescence descends from space, then retreats back into the infinite blackness from whence it came. When this prophecy comes to pass, when the light resets, the Joso's long vigilance of contentment will finally come to an end. Talking about Samus around there.
Recording to logbook.
The containment of the Great Poison. This task has fallen to the Joso, and we will not flee from our duty, even as we suffer with the land and its creatures. We will pour our will into the 12, the artifacts which form the lock that holds this great evil at bay in the depths of the planet. This lock must stand up to all who might come to assault it, to preserve the power of the seal, and to protect it from those who would meddle for their own designs. We will spread the artifacts across the land, hiding them from prying eyes. The lock must never open until the day comes when this disaster can finally be put right. Okay. Hello, Get Copped, what's up? Alright. Everything done. No more lore scans, I think. It's mostly creatures to scan and such, and I'm not gonna bother for 100% for items or scans. Nice. Oh, I got it. Nice. Good. Too early. Oh, yeah, I should scan, by the way. Meta-Ridley. Genetically enhanced Ridley metaform. Reborn and evolved through pirate technology, Meta-Ridley is a fearsome enforcer. His armored hide is extremely resilient, save for the chest, which has thinner plating. The pirates have fused a number of potent weapons to the creature, including a multi-missile system, a kinetic breath weapon, a mason bomb launcher, and an ultra-thermal flame-strike projector. Meta Ridley is also a formidable melee combatant, making any sort of engagement a risky proportion. Situation. I think I hit it. That's good. That hit too. Let's go. Too early? Still There you go, one hit away. Next is Metroid Prime. We're almost done, everyone. Okay, I have 26 missiles. I need to refill them. I know I'll be using... Oh, scan. Limited data on unknown material available. Material is highly radioactive. It will take damage from direct contact. Mutagenic qualities at least 86% greater than Vason. Unshielded fireworms below index level P will suffer fatality within moments.
Recording to logbook.
Glumigek. Vason charged reptiles. Natives of Dallon 4, the Lumigeks travel in swarms to increase their odds of survival. They absorb and radiate Vason energy, making these swarms a threat. Okay. Other than that, there's no other scans to do for this. 85 scans, it's a lot for this. There you go, nice jump. Time to go, time to go. Oh, just barely made it. Good. I didn't know was that enough or not. There's Metroid Prime. Let's read its scan. What I like about this part is Samus running after Metroid Prime. Because the animation is so much smoother in this version. So how did Metroid Prime get this weaponry anyway? Because it must have been like some creature of this planet that just got a lot of face on and ended up here then. Because I don't think Space Pirates even gave it any weaponry. No. Metroid Prime, highly evolved Phazon producing life form. The aberration known as Metroid Prime is the source of Phazon, making it immensely powerful. A genetic flaw makes it susceptible to certain weapons for brief periods. Only its head is truly vulnerable. Other attacks are a nuisance. Offensively, Metroid Prime has a number of natural and mechanical weapons at its disposal. These include ultra-frigid breath, multi-missiles, snare beams, and particle wave projectors. Its massive strength and barbed carapace make it lethal in melee combat. Recommend maximum firepower when engaging this enemy. There you go then. This description I know is different in original. This is remastered versions now, so it's different. But how different? I have to actually read it after this. Did you notice this running animation? Look how smooth it is. So good. Oh, I love that. After seeing that, it's just so hard to watch original versions animation because it feels so clunky and slow. It doesn't feel like she's running after it. She's just walking after it. But this one, it just shows that energy that she's going after it. Yeah, it's a shame they never showed the red face on. I guess it's just its own version, of Metroid Prime. So it's like that's how it generated that. Nice. Didn't I hear Metroid Prime 4 is out? No. I did not hear that it's out for real. Yeah, I know about the London one. It's so weird how they messed up that much. But for real, I know it's not. I know about it, and I don't think it's any real at all. Like it can't be. It would be really bad marketing from Nintendo if they just release it. If they just shadow drop the game that we've been waiting for years. Have you seen Joy-Cons? Are they as good as Wii Remote? Yeah, it's fun. It's good. It feels natural way to play this game too. Dude, let me change my beam! No! No! Metroid Prime becomes unpredictable in a final phase. It can change the weakness anytime it wants. If I'm not if I'm not forcing it to use the claw attack. So that's why I can force it to change only between those two weaknesses I want. For example, Plasma and Ice. It can just cycle them each time, making the fight much faster and easier then. But as soon as I get hit by that, I might go too far away from it. Nice hit, dude. Oh, it actually did hit. Never mind. Ah, let's go. Okay, that's the fight. For the first phase. Metroid Prime essence has some similarities to that Lumos, I think it was called. The new race in Prime 4. Was it Lumos or it was something like that? Anyway, Metroid Prime, the core essence of Metroid Prime. Scan indicates that the phase-on energy from a Metroid Prime is invulnerable to all conventional weapons. Only attacks from a phase-on fused arm cannon will damage it. It generates pools of phase-on when it attacks. Use these to fuel your suit's phase-on weapon system. The entity can also spawn Metroids to assist it in battle, rendering itself invisible when it does so. Lamornia. Yeah, so the race has a lot of similarities to that head with Metroid Prime's essence, which I find interesting. Why are you walking towards doing that? Did I just kill them all with that? There we go, last one. And we're done, everyone. Now we learned more. We learned about Prime 1's lore. I wish they showed this escape sequence, like someone's running away or we run away with those platforms and such. The blob at the end looks like X-Parasite, don't you think? Now when you say that, it kinda has similarity to it, but there's not like no mention of X-Parasite at all in this franchise, besides Metroid Fusion onwards, which makes no sense. It just happens to be that kind of design, I guess. Now time for Prime 2 Remastered. You got that one ready? I do have Prime 2 ready, but I don't have Prime 2 Remastered ready. Should I just let the credits roll or go next? Basically just run through this. Did you know Samus's grunts in this game were voiced by female separate from Mass Effect? No, I didn't know that. Wow. Credits, yep. You're surprised that Metroid Prime cannot latch onto you like a regular Metroid. That's because it is really not a Metroid. It's some kind of enemy from this planet, and it just absorbed a lot of face on it. Metroid Prime evolved in an area with nothing to latch on to. It makes sense that it can't. Yeah, kinda. Seeing if you recognize any names. Okay. Let me go ask ChatGPT to give me a description of these scans. Can you give me both description of Metroid Prime final boss scan? Original and remastered version. I could just Google this, but you know, ChatGPT can do that job for me. Okay, exoskeleton phase 1. Highly evolved Phazon producing life form. The aberration known as Metroid Prime is the source of Phazon, making it immensely powerful. A genetic flaw makes it susceptible to certain weapons for brief periods. Only its head is truly vulnerable. Other attacks are a nuisance. Offensively, Metroid Prime has a number of natural mechanical weapons at its disposal. Okay, it's the same still. The remastered one. The remastered version gives the descriptions almost exactly the same, with only very minor formatting adjustments. Oh, there's not a whole lot of difference actually. Lazy streamer. I could just Google and I'll get the same answer, swag. So how do you call me a lazy? No lore was altered or expanded. Okay, yeah, they didn't change anything basically for these scans. Remastered doesn't explain how Metroid Prime got those mechanical weapons. Well, original version doesn't even explain that either, that how it got it. Someone I know actually knew this remaster was coming before it was out, and he had dropped some hints about it. Alas, I am too stupid to pick up on that. I see. How does it not explain it here? This is a... It doesn't explain it here. Okay, let me rephrase this. Which scan tells about Metroid Prime getting its weapons? In original, Metroid Prime was found outside the crater and stole weapons from space pirates. The scan that mentioned how Metroid Prime acquired its weapons, it's actually not the final boss scan itself, but rather the pirate data lore entries you find earlier in the game in Phazon Mines. Oh, some lore scan in Phazon Mines does that. Okay. Yeah, this data says subject Metroid Prime's breach has resulted in an assimilation of much of our Vason-based weaponry. The Prime has integrated these weapons into its body, making it a devastating adversary. The arms we gave it have been turned against us. Like, this makes no sense that the scans are talking about them wanting to go to the crater, but somehow Metroid Prime just stole their weaponry. Explain that. In Remastered, these lore scans said that they want to get to the crater, and I don't think I saw a mention of that Remastered. Okay, it is in Remastered, but I don't remember where it was. Invasion Mines in Elite Research Area. Okay, it is there. I just don't remember it somehow. Even though we just scanned it in this playthrough. How did it just got out of there and just like started... just nagged everyone's... every space pirate's stuff. That's why they retconned it in Remastered, but now we have unexplained mechanical weapons. Weird. No, we don't save this. I wanna go check out that lore scan. We still have the file. Did I not scan that? I must have scanned it. Elite Research. I was there. I scanned everything there. We need to remake a remastered. Yeah.
Impact crater.
Impact crater. Okay, what scan it is? What did I miss? Here, pirate data. What was it called? Prime breach. I have everything here. It's pirate data prime breach. Security breaches. No. No. Where? I don't see it there. I missed one. Well, that's fine. Research. No. Which one it is called? Pirate data prime breach. Nope. 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 It's only in original. Then explain me why ChatGPT just told me it is in it is in this game. What the hell, man? It just said there is a pirate data called Prime Breach. That's why we were talking about earlier. You scanned a bunch of stuff that wasn't in a GameCube version. So they changed that then. I wasn't aware of that. I knew they changed stuff, but I didn't know they just removed the mechanical weapon explanation. Elite Research. It's that's where it is. Let me just find that room. Elite. That's Elite Control. It's not that. Main Core. No, it's here. Huh. Okay, then, well, they just removed it from this room. Yeah, ChatGPT lied. Because ChatGPT gives the answer you want to hear, not what's correct. Yeah. How awesome program, right? Yeah, it's fun to use it, but not all the time. Why they just removed it, man? That makes no sense. Which scan is it? Is it in a room? Oh, doesn't matter. Swap. I don't wanna play Prime 2. What did you miss? I just beat the game, pretty much. I don't wanna start Prime 2. I didn't schedule that for this week. But I'm thinking of doing Prime 2, like, I don't know when, but soon? I don't think I'll do it next week. I'm thinking I'll do it after DK Bonanza. So I mean, did something happen to you where checking in a crater after beating the game? I was checking for Prime Breach data, pirate data, a lore scan. It doesn't it is not somehow in Prime Remastered, but it is in original version. That scan explains how Metroid Prime got its weaponry. But Remastered removed that scan, so there's no explanation how Metroid Prime got its weaponry. I mean, they swapped the data for something new, probably. Yeah, they probably changed it to something new. But the lore scan is not there. So I didn't see the explanation for weaponry, but now I know. It caused a plot hole. Kind of. A plot hole. Ah, yeah, of course. You mean it? Okay. That's what I'm saying. What I said to Swagmaster. How did Metroid Prime just got out of the crater just to like, okay, what does it okay, Metroid Prime, this is what I'm gonna Google now. Okay, let's pirate data Prime breach. Give me that pirate data. The subject Metroid Prime's breach has been contained. Huh? They just got Metroid Prime somehow? Just read the original scans. I'm reading right now. Okay, Prime breach. Subject Metroid Prime's breach has been contained. Reports indicate that it sensed a large batch of raw Svazon in a lab from within its stasis tank and broke through the glass using previously unsuspected strength. Besides consuming of all of the Phazon, Metroid Prime assimilated several weapons and defense systems from Volant security units. It has suffered no ill effects from said assimilation. Indeed, it began to use its newly acquired weapons against us. Once we specified, we were unable to remove the assimilated gear without threat to Metroid Prime. The gear is now an integral part of its body. Combat is intrigued by this newfound ability and has ordered further study to commence at once. So they literally just got Metroid Prime contained and then it just stole weapons based on original scans. How did they just got to Impact Crater? How did I get it? Oh, let's read more. Oh, let's read more, chat. Oh, there's more. Hold up. All right. This subject set-D hereafter referred to as Metroid Prime, was recently discovered in a cavern by mining crews. It quickly dispatched... hold on, let me just... the title screen. Alright, enjoy the music. They found it sleeping in a mines or something. Okay. So yeah, was recently discovered in a cavern by mining crews. It quickly dispatched the miners, but was eventually contained by security units and drones. Once contained, we were able to begin studies upon Metroid Prime. The results have been astonishing. It is genetically similar to Metroids, albeit on a highly evolved level. It displays a limitless capacity of phazon efusion and shows no phazon-based degeneration whatsoever. It grows. It continues to grow in size, and while it has manifested some psychotic behavior, the cold fields we use to pacify remain effective. Authorization for advanced studies on Metroid Prime has been approved. Okay, it says for these 4 scans that we have here, it says non-canon warning. This article or section contains information that may not be considered an official part of the Metroid series in an overall storyline by Nintendo. So these are just not canon? So it's just a bunch of bullshit? Okay, we read Prime... I did read Prime Breach. Let's read Prime Mutation. Metroid Prime continues to feed and grow ever larger in Impact Crater caves. Its hunger grows no bounds, and it has begun to manifest usual mutations since its breach. These include armor plating on its epidermis and mechanical outgrowths that generates defensive screens. These screens render it invulnerable to most weapon systems. But a flaw in a mutation leads to increased vulnerability to certain weapons. It compensates for this by shifting the screens quickly. This latest development concerns security units greatly. They feel it's a matter of time before Prime corrects this defect and renders itself invulnerable to all weaponry. Containment would be nigh impossible if this were to occur. Okay, then the last one is called replaced. So these are replacing some of the... Okay. Prime Breach was replaced by Cage System lore scan. And Cage System sounded like... hold up, let me just quickly... Damn it. Quickly check it out. Cage System. Analysis continues to these cursed ruins and... Okay, just... okay, yeah. Okay, last one is called Chozo Artifacts. We are particularly interested in a number of curious Chozo artifacts we have been able to recover from a number of religious sites on Talon 4. These relics resonate with power, and yet we are unable to harness them in any way. Science team is attempting to fuse them together with Phazon, believing that a link might exist between them. We know that these artifacts are linked to the Chozo temple that blocks full access to the impact crater. We have yet to crack this enigma. However, government grows impatient regarding this matter. Results must be produced soon. Okay, so let me get this straight. They had this scan in the original version, then they just wiped it out and made a new scan because it was not canon. And yeah, of course it doesn't explain in Remastered how Metroid Prime got that weaponry. But maybe it grew up with that and then went to steal them. I don't know, but it just feels... Metroid Prime is mentioned in these scans still in Remastered. However, they also say that Space Pirates couldn't get to Impact Crater. And there was no mention of Metroid Prime being outside of Crater either. Interesting changes. Okay. So that's that then. Let's watch this video from Carl Jobst called Whatever Cheater Incident Happen Again. It's some other game. I'm not curious because I like these kind of videos. There's 2 videos even. 3. No, did I've seen these most. The hardest level in Doom history was finally beaten. The saddest cheater of all time. Popular streamer caught cheating on $100,000 chess tournament. The most insane fake speedrun ever. I'll watch that. I'll watch the latest one. It's called the most insane fake speedrun ever.
Hello, you absolute.
Alright, let's see how fake this is. After this, I'll be done for today. Alright, chat. No more needing for that. Here we go. Alright, switch 2 is closed. Then we have this one here. Let's
Hello,
see.
you absolute legends. This is Diego, and Diego is a genius. In early May of 2025, Diego changed the fake speedrun landscape forever, for he had a plan that was as creative and mischievous as it was foolproof. First, he would host a Donkey Kong Country 2 speedrunning tournament, where the winner would take all, a grand prize of $100. However, Diego wouldn't be putting the money up himself. Instead, he would set a donation goal for his viewers to crowdfund the prize. This wouldn't take long, and with the money raised, the tournament was officially scheduled for 1 week later. The tournament consisted of a handful of small YouTubers, mostly Let's Players. These were not Donkey Kong 2 speedrunners, and this was certainly not supposed to be a serious competition. But the tournament itself was all a ruse. And this is where Diego's plan becomes brilliant. For you see, Diego never actually intended to legitimately compete in the tournament. Instead, he secretly crafted a fake speedrun, and when the tournament began, instead of playing the game like everyone else, he just started a video of his fake speedrun and pretended to play. For the next hour, Diego pretended to play out of his mind. I have never seen such incredible fake speedrun acting ability. The acting is so amazing that even now I still need to remind myself that he is not actually playing when I watch this footage. Diego's fake speedrun was too fast for the other competitors to contend with, and he won the tournament with ease, taking home, or rather should I say, keeping home, the $100 his viewers had raised. The plan really should have gone off without a hitch. Diego had planned everything meticulously, accounting
It's annoying how much he's moving sideways there.
for
Like,
every possible contingency.
like,
but right at the very final
wouldn't
moment of the
that,
speedrun,
wouldn't that just make you more distract when you move like that all the time?
Diego got complacent.
And
After
harder to
delivering
play.
a killing blow to the game's final boss, Diego threw down his controller and celebrated in excitement. And then his character jumped. Oh no. Diego had forgotten how the run ended and threw down his controller too early, well before his character had stopped moving. This was immediately spotted by viewers, and then all hell broke loose. Diego was adamant, however, that he did not cheat. Instead, the illusion you saw was merely the result of delay. He said the game feed on screen was lagging several seconds behind his webcam footage. Could this really be possible? Is this really the reason the character jumped so late after Diego put his controller down? No, it's not possible, and no, it wasn't. But Diego still kept the money. He banned everyone who accused him of cheating and continues to deny it to this very day. Today we will take a
How
look at one of the
sad.
craziest fake speedrun fails I have ever seen. I really hope you enjoy.
Now Legends.
Legends, I'm gonna be honest. A few months, Magic Spoon $5 off your order. You can also grab Magic Spoon on Amazon or at your nearest grocery store.
This is the same level as Badabon,
Diego has a
Pizza and
fairly
Gold Run.
decently
Yeah, that's
sized YouTube
it.
channel.
Yeah,
This appears to
Spagmaster.
be the remnants of a once thriving Let's Play career. Though these days his channel seems to be relatively dormant, at least in terms of views. Diego still streams regularly, and in April he began playing through the Donkey Kong Country series. I wouldn't exactly call Diego a world-class speedrunner, but it seems like he is pretty decent at this game, and after numerous streams, in early May he announced he would be hosting a Donkey Kong Country 2 speedrunning competition, with a $100 winner-take-all prize. Personally, I love the idea of running competitions for classic games, so I tip my hat to you, Diego, my good sir. The idea itself is pretty cool, though when I ran my own Doom competition, I didn't enter it, because I felt as though it would have been really weird to host a tournament, offer a prize, and then win that prize myself. Of course, when it comes to Doom, I would have no chance of winning anyway, but still, competing in your own event seems a bit weird, unless of course you're putting up all of the money yourself. But okay, Diego wanted to compete, and the idea is a pretty good one. The money was raised quickly, and Diego made it clear that if he did win, he would be keeping the money. The tournament was scheduled for a week later, and come May 11th, everyone was ready.
4, 3, 2, 1, comenzamos.
Comenzó.
Notice how, notice how the game is not playing in the background. Sure, you can stop the emulation. Also, the aspect ratio is fucked. This is not 16:9 game.
2, 1, comenzamos.
But yeah, notice how that game is frozen. So he just puts on the
During the
game
race,
game
Diego
screen.
was incredible. His movement was majestic. He cruised through each level with grace and beat the entire game without dying a single time, which is legitimately impressive. You could tell that Diego was really in the zone.
He's
After 1
standing
hour and
up.
7 minutes of intense gameplay, Diego defeated Captain K. Rool and won the race.
Está peleado. Acaba de ganar.
He was about 2 minutes ahead of second place, a YouTuber named Campos. And you can hear that even before Campos finished his run, people in his Discord group chat were saying there was a problem with the end of Diego's run. Apparently the monkey jumped while the controller was not in Diego's hand.
Acá la gente dice que el mono saltó solo. ¿Por qué saltó solo el mono? Están diciendo acá.
¿Qué mono?
Es que al parecer el mono saltó y Diego no tenía el mando.
Cualquier cosa.
No.
And looking at Diego's run,
Would have
this
been
does
like if
seem
I won
pretty
my own
concerning.
contest
Clearly,
donated to
the
charity.
controller was not
Yeah.
in Diego's hands, but Dixie was still moving and jumping. The chat immediately spotted it, and after he finished his run, Campos went and examined the end of Diego's run, and it was pretty clear there was a problem.
Toma eso, suelta el mando, se va para el lado y salta. Cualquier.
Yep.
A ver,
No,
revisemos tu
oye.
finanza.
Oye, yo creo que podrían invalidarlo y darme la plata a mí, ¿no? ¿Por qué no? No me parece mala idea. No me parece para nada una mala idea.
That's so funny.
Campos said he should be the one that should be given the prize money and started analyzing the run in greater detail. And oh boy, did this start a shitstorm. An argument ensued, with Diego claiming that this anomaly was caused by delay, and people were just jealous that he won.
Yeah, it's
The
Belvan.
accusations of it being a pre-recorded video were already quickly emerging and spreading like wildfire. What started out as a fun, casual competition with a modest prize pool ended in chaos, with the indignant Diego lashing out at the other runners who didn't accept his win. Luckily, we do have enough evidence to confirm
Imagine cheating in your own tournament that you hold. Also entering it.
if this run is fake or not, so let's take a deeper look. By looking at the rest of Diego's run, it doesn't seem like there is a delay. The entire time, he reacted to things as they happened in real time.
Esa foca no te recuerda justo el Kazaki.
No lo sé, se parecen un poco.
So it doesn't make sense that only at the end the delay was so obvious when it was never present before.
Yeah, for the
After his
grand
run was
price of
finished and the anomaly was
100
spotted,
bucks.
Diego repeatedly continued to claim that it was just a result of delay, and even showed his monitor on his webcam for approximately 1 second.
Debió ser al revés.
Ahí está, el juego. What the fuck?
It's clear that this was supposed to give the impression that Diego was happy to show his screen, though in practice, it was done far too quickly to be a sincere attempt at quelling any concerns.
This is why you think
Most
you
of
need
the
a
footage
controller
is too
cam.
blurry and low res
Yeah.
to gather anything useful, but we do get one relatively clear frame that we can analyze.
Oh, VLC right there, hey.
Now, I don't know what this is, I just know it doesn't look like an emulator. It appears at first glance to be some kind of video player, though I'm not personally familiar with it. What stood out to me, however, is not the potential video player itself, but rather what it was showing on screen. Because remember, Diego's excuse was that the game feed was delayed. So therefore, if this was true, the game showing on his monitor in real time should be about 5 seconds ahead of the direct feed showing on his
And
stream.
it wasn't actually.
However, we can clearly see that it matches
Yep.
up perfectly, confirming without a shadow of a doubt that there is no delay whatsoever. This is a pre-recorded video, and the community even figured out exactly what video player Diego was using. It's called Media Player Classic, and it's not just from the webcam freeze frame that we can tell that either. The day after the tournament, Diego accepted a call from the second place winner Campos, who presented him with his evidence. One piece of evidence being an anomaly right at the start of Diego's stream. At about 14 seconds into the VOD, as Diego's mouse passed by the bottom of the screen, a progress timer briefly appears. And upon checking Media Player Classic myself, I can see that the progress timer appears exactly the same. So this definitely is the same player. Unfortunately, Campos is not a speedrunner, so his arguments were only related to the media player and not the gameplay itself. And Diego remained steadfast in his refusal to admit he cheated. However, I knew that if this was a pre-recorded video, there was no way in hell that Diego actually sat down, played a full speedrun beforehand himself, and then just played the recording.
This sounds so sad because this is a similar thing that happened in the past too. I don't know how many of you heard about the Lee STA incident in Yoshi's story, that he was doing a marathon run for GDQ. Like, dude, that run was fake as shit. He had a controller cam on too or something, at least for a world record run or for the marathon run, but he had a controller cam on, and people managed to find out that none of those inputs were legitimate at all comparing to gameplay. Like, they didn't match. This is like Yu-Gi-Oh! Cheater at your local guy. Ran 3 copy of limited cards and vote forfeit. If he threw 2 or more copy, if you try to mill his deck. Dude, that's so stupid. Don't cheat, idiots. Like, you'll get cocked. You'll get cocked.
I knew the very video itself had to have been cheated, and the most obvious way to cheat is always the trusty splice.
Yep.
Splicing speedruns is a tale as old as time, but personally, I am not a Donkey Kong Country 2 expert, so I reached out to former world record holder SBD Wolf and asked him to take a look at Diego's run, and he immediately spotted a splice. In fact, SBD Wolf...
What video is this? The most insane fake speedrun ever. Okay, let's go back a little bit. The former world record holder, or current one, is still that good thing he reached out to this person.
spotted a splice.
Where
In
it-
fact, SPD Wolf spotted many splices. There was a
Ooh.
splice between practically every single level. The easiest way to tell is by looking at the mouth animations on the map screen. You can see they open and close at a steady rate, and going between open and closed involves several animations. However, immediately before Diego enters levels, the mouths of the characters would often go from completely open to completely shut, or vice versa, in a single frame, which is physically impossible. This confirms the game footage is spliced. SPD Wolf also noticed that at certain points throughout the run, at the exact moment the splice occurred, the game resolution would also slightly change. This is extremely subtle, but this shows that the splice has combined footage from two different sessions, which when recorded, weren't precisely aligned with each other.
Imagine it just moving it 1 or 2 pixels to the side.
For some reason, Diego was using screen capture to record instead of game capture in OBS, which allows for this kind of discrepancy to happen. What I don't understand is why Diego didn't just splice the runs when the screen went black. Historically, black screens are always chosen as the best place to insert a splice, because there is nothing on screen, so you can't spot any visual anomalies. It's honestly baffling that he chose to splice the run 1 second before the screen went black when everything was still clearly visible.
Oh,
It makes
man.
no sense. I mean, not only do black screens provide a reprieve from visual discrepancies, but the music even stops.
Fue el primero en terminar el nivel. Fue el primero en terminar el nivel. Por unos segundos.
Yeah, you can hear that.
The game is completely black and completely quiet. Why on earth wouldn't you splice here? There is literally no good reason for splicing where Diego did. It's truly astonishing. The man is clearly working on a level far too high for me to understand. Probably the funniest thing that SPD Wolf spotted occurs about a half an hour into the run. Just as Diego enters Target Terror, a stray mouse icon goes shooting across the screen. How did this even happen? I have no idea what Diego was
Where?
attempting to do while recording
Oh,
this,
there.
but this mouse icon is clearly from the recording itself, as his hands are nowhere near his mouse. Upon closer inspection, this is a very, very terribly done fake speedrun. And it's really sad to see how vitriolic Diego has been to the community and the other runners of the competition after he was exposed. It's especially sad for Campos, the runner who came in second. Bless his soul, he deserves the $100 and he seems like such a gentle spirit. Please consider going to his YouTube channel and throwing him a super chat. I don't know how much money $100 is in Diego's country, but I can't imagine its value is all that high. Still, the fact that he raised the money from his viewers and cheated to keep that money in a tournament involving other YouTubers and people from his community makes this one of the most bizarre examples of cheating I've ever seen. And his response to being exposed is also one of the most
Oh my
mean-spirited
God.
and aggressive I've ever seen. Diego even banned longtime followers and fans that he had met in person simply because they asked him if he cheated, which given all of the evidence is a completely reasonable question to ask. Hopefully with this new concrete evidence, the community can rest assured knowing that Diego did in fact cheat and no one deserved any of the hate that came their way afterwards. Thanks to SPD Wolf for checking out the speedrun for me. Thanks to Sotolier for tipping me off to this situation. Thank you so much for watching, you legends. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video.
Yeah. Cheater incidents are... There's something. He didn't even eat pizza. He didn't even eat pizza. He should have. $100? Cheating for $100? Who does that? Apparently someone did. Anyway, I'm gonna be done, everyone, today. Thank you so much for watching. We finished the Prime Remastered Lore focused playthrough. I'll think about the Prime 2's. Like I said, it should be happening around after DK Bonanza, but we'll see. I will see you on Thursday with Prime 2 speedruns. I'll be running Prime 2 in Speedruns Marathon in Sunday. Yeah, on Sunday I'll speedrun it. It's very early in American time. Early in European times too, but yeah. Oh, it's at night for Americans. Oopsie. Anyway. Tomorrow I'll have a video coming out, and after that there's... well, shortly said, I have not been too happy with my YouTube videos lately, and I want to make them better. I want to make them better, which means more time spent into editing. But as of now, okay, before I end this, I did show you my video of Metroid Prime Underwater mod. Well, in fact, I'll just show you briefly it again, just before I stop. Because this video is like hell to edit. But I have ideas how I can make it fun to watch for you. Let's just say there's 19 hours of footage of Underwater mod. And it's not fun to look at all when I'm editing this. I can't even get myself to edit at all. Not now, dude. Okay, it will take a while for it to appear again. Like, I think I'm gonna scratch this video and I'll start over. And I've never done that for my videos. That's sounds like a play to sort it all out. Yeah, well... let me just get this program open first. Come on. I've been struggling with this video for way too long and I don't know what to do with it. Chroma key the water and make it something funny. Did you miss the stream? Yeah, Portable Productions. I'll be done soon. I'll just show this video quickly that I've been struggling with lately. I hate this video. Like, I don't know what to do with this. I want to finish it. I want to make it, but I'm not gonna make it like this, how I have made it so far. Okay. Ask ChatGPT for inspiration. No. Okay, let me just... Today, I'm... So... be honest with me, chat. Would you watch this video from start to finish if it looked like this? I know my answer. If there's 19 hours of footage like this and I try to pack it into like an hour-long video, my straight answer is no. It has to be like 20 minutes long. Well-packaged video. Because hell no, I wanna like just watch this kind of gameplay for hours. But speaking of that, what is it called? Is it this one? No. Use an overlay. Is it you? No. Cropping. Obviously it's not cropping. Which one it was? Hold up. One of these can add a chroma key. Well, out of curiosity, let's go here. Delta keyer. What does this look like if I add a... Oops! What happens now? Hold up. Oh, it doesn't actually look too bad now. Wait a minute. Let's go back here. But it's super dark without it. If I just remove it, then it looks like that. Maybe head stuck counter in a corner. Not. You may not understand what kind of struggle I've been going through to try to get this video working. I have to fully script this from start to finish. Hell, okay. If I were to... a viewer and I watch this video without any sort of like commentary that it was done post stream, I will find this video just super boring. Because number one thing, this is all I will be watching. If there's no more colored scenes for B-roll footage, this is a bad video. I know what I'm doing with this, but I just need to get myself to start writing stuff for this. This is all you'll be watching if I keep editing this, and I know it's not gonna work. So what I'm thinking of doing, 20 to 25 minutes long video of this, but there's B-roll footage here and there just to make it fun for you to watch. If it's gonna be fun and good video for me, I hope it's gonna be fun and good video for you too. Oh man, it's like he's showing resolve to make you go and be productive on your own videos. Dude, I try to be productive with my own videos, and this project is just I'm losing my mind over this. Like, I don't know what to do. I will just scratch everything over here like this and start over. The intro I'll probably keep, but I know I won't. Editing is tough. This is tough. Everything else I've done is like not as bad. What I have here left, what I need to do. Yeah, I can't. I'm not gonna show you much. Yeah, I'm not gonna show too much because well, there's this video. No, I'm not gonna show this. You'll get spoiled on it. But yeah, enough of that. I'll be done, everyone. You don't want to sound mean, but are the only people watching this video not already interested in Prime? I always want to make videos to be like interesting for many people, not just Prime, but the core audience is gonna be Prime people who already watched the game. I just want to find a way to like make these videos to be interesting for everyone who's like even interested in a topic, whatever they've not played the game before, or well, not they've played the game before, but they've not played it in years, if that makes sense. But I'm just telling you, Vason Chunky, if I don't like that video, I don't think you'll like it much. And I don't want to start disliking my videos. So what I'll do is I'll probably start posting less videos from now on, but we'll see. We'll see a bit about it. Add more face reveal commentary probably and energetic music. I'll have music. I'll make it post commentary fully. I'll have to start writing. But showing myself, nah, I don't need to do that. I can do something else. But yeah, I'll figure it out. I wanted to get that out of my chest because it's been bothering the shit out of me that this video is taking way too long to do. I don't want to start editing it because that's all I watch. I watch blue screen. Not the computer blue screen, but the video blue screen. I have other videos I can do though. But the list is getting bigger and I don't like that. This is my passion and I don't want to ruin it by forcing myself to edit. I have to just focus on one video at a time and work on others when I want to. But yeah, enough of that. That's my struggle with editing right now. But I know there's gonna be some changes coming for my YouTube channel in terms of uploading videos. But yeah, I'll be done, everyone. Enough of talking. I'll talk more about this on Thursday if you're interested, or in my Discord server. But I have a video coming out tomorrow. Hope you're excited for it. Thank you so much for watching and listening to my ramble about my content and my videos. I'll figure it out, no worries. Alright, bye everyone.